all right. Hello, if you can hear my voice on the other hand, kindly drop a yes in the chat section. Right now, we're having an awesome guest in the house. But before we do that, let me let you know if you're joining in on AMA webinar for the first time. This is an awesome one. But let me put my face out there for those that don't know who is speaking. Let me put my face out there. And I can do this proper. So if you're listening, if you can hear my voice, kindly share this right now, subscribe to this channel, and we're going to be taking it to the next level. All right. So here I am, and this is my face. Let me stop sharing this for now. Awesome. So this is Ayobami Atolagbe, the AMAcademy, with some great team working behind the scene. Thank you very much for joining in, and thank you for being part of this November edition of AMA webinar. AMA webinar is a weekly thing, or let's say a monthly thing, that we come up to share great value, helping you build the right mindset for productivity in all spheres of life. All right. And if you have been listening to our podcast as well, that's a great platform also to be learning on the go, building the right mindset, feeding your soul with the right things. And on today's episode, we're having some a great guest with us. But before I introduce her, I want you to do me a favor. I want to be sure that you can hear me from the other hand. So if you can hear me loud and clear, all right, Israel Emmanuel say he can hear me loud and clear. So that means that we are good to go. All right, we don't want to take much of your time because we have a lot of information to pass across to you and to feed you with for you to what digest and make use of the right one that will work best for you. So right about now, I'm just going to what introduce, and I will let her to give you more details. She's a great friend. She's should I say a great colleague in the aspect of finance, helping you understand the little kobo, the little naira, the little penny, the little cent, dollar that you make count, so that you can start building wealth, so that you can what start putting it together, storing it up, allowing it to multiply, and building wealth as it go. So kindly help me if you can what clap from the other end, at least just put the clap emoji right there. Let me know that you are clapping. And make welcome as she unmutes herself to introduce herself proper. Help me to welcome Miss Wuraola Ogundikpe. All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you so much. I'm super excited to be here this evening. And I want to say thank you for the opportunity. And my name is Wuraola Ogundikpe, as he has said, and I'm a financial expert. I'm trained as an accountant, and I've been working with a lot of people as regards finance, their finance. I work with individuals, I work with business owners, I work with corporate organization, I work with children and things also. So I'm super excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me. And it's such a great time, to be here. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much. All right, so that is all right. She likes to be humble at times. She doesn't want to tell you everything, all the details. All right, but we know ourselves. All right, so don't worry. She will tell you more as she what explains that we have this discourse and give you some great value. Why she said something that this is a great time to have this discourse. Why? Some people call it Dirty December. All right, as far as I'm concerned, okay, let me be on the positive side. But 2020 has been, don't let me say it. All right, has been awesome. All right, so the thing is, she said, oh, we're going to be learning part of that. Don't forget, AMAcademy is focused on helping you build the right mindset in all sphere of life. So in your finance, that is not left aside. All right, we're going to be looking deep into that today, helping you understand where did all your money go to? Where did all my money go to? Where did all our money go to? So that you can know how to properly budget, how to save, and how to invest. About 2 days ago, somebody just asked me, please, which one is better off, saving or investing? And I just said a little line, no savings, no investment. It's as simple as that. If you don't save, there's nothing to invest. And the degree of your discipline to save will give you what to invest, and also the tenacity to allow your investment increase over long period of time, because that is what it's meant to do. So thereabout, and if you're still, okay, great, people are joining in. But one thing we want to do is share this right now. If you're watching us on the YouTube, all right, share this right now on your Facebook. Just click the share button, invite somebody, copy the link, and don't forget to subscribe. That is very important. Don't forget to subscribe. By the end, if you stay to the end of this webinar, I have a giveaway for you, something unique that will skyrocket your earning ability in 2021. No, okay, no gimmicks. This is not Black Friday. I'm not charging you for it, but if you wait till the end of this webinar, I'm going to be showing you how to do it. All right, so tonight, let me see. All right, great, good, awesome. So don't forget, keep sharing and keep liking and let people know. If you have any questions, just drop it in. I'm going to pick it up and we're going to take it up from there. So now I'm just allowed the ground to be open. Miss Wurola, can you just tell me where your finance or where did all your money go in less than 5 minutes? In less than 5 minutes. All right, I'm putting you on a hot seat right now. Who wants to be a billionaire?
All right. I will say that most of my money went into investment this year. It was one of my major goals that I have in mind. And like I saw something on someone's status that saying that I plan to save 2 million naira or have 2 million naira at the end of December. But as I'm speaking now, I'm still looking for that 2 million naira. So I laughed. I said no. I didn't meet up, but I'm not doing bad. If I scored 70%, I think that's a pass mark for myself.
Awesome. So the question is, Ayo, you are the host of this event. Where did all your money go? All right. Sincerely, all my money went into personal development this year. All right. There are some somewhere left somewhere, not touched, but all my money went into personal development in the aspect of books I was buying, training I was doing for myself, and also some other things that should I just say I'm leaving off the table right now. But basically, I was so much focused on personal development in 2020 because I really want to do some multiple, or should I say, making it have some ripple effect in 2021 in the likes of my book coming out, in the likes of the master classes that we're having for next year, in the aspect of Demo Up Global that we are launching the website, in the aspect of the promotion we want to do for 2,000 people minimum from Demo Up Global in 2021 for them to be able to access into the financial market, gain the knowledge and the rest. So if you are here and you want to learn Forex, just chat me up after this event, after this webinar. And instead of you paying a large sum of $200, you're just going to be paying very something minute, shawarma money, or maybe a bib yogurt money, whatever it is. All right, so and we are good to go. So now, let's just dive in straight. Most people, what happened now? I'm not trying to say your friends, some things happen and it just takes money out of your hand. We can't say. All right, but can you just tell me what are the challenges you think people normally face when they come to, I'm finding it hard to save this money. I'm earning 100K and it's just going like that. What are the challenges do you think that they face when such things happen?
Well, I usually talk about two things. And number one thing is know where you are. When I say know where you are, know yourself. You know, as much as we want to get familiar about other aspects of our lives, it's good also that we are familiar about how we do financially. So you need to ask yourself, where am I? What am I good at? Because if you don't know some of these things, if I still tell you where you can save, you will still struggle to do it. So if you know that I'm a spender, you're being honest with yourself. So you know that I'm a spender. So what you start looking at is how to now cultivate the habits to be disciplined. Some people will say, okay, no, I'm not a spender. I think I save, but at the end of the day, I can't really account for it. I don't know. I can't really say that this is what exactly I've used the money to do. Now, these are another set of people. You know that this is where you are. Some people will say, okay, I save, but most times I save, I use it to buy things. You know, it wasn't as if I was saving and the money grows or multiply. You know, that's another set of people. So you have to, number one thing is identify where you are. You have to be, and this, nobody can do it for yourself, for you rather. You have to be able to, it's self-reflection. So you have to sit down and ask yourself, okay, how am I doing? Where am I? So when you identify that, you know that, okay, this is it. I've seen some people that like, I'm a spender. So we now look at it. How do we reduce your spending? Okay, what prompts you? What triggers you? Is it emotion? Is it that, okay, some people will say when I have money and I go to the supermarket or something to buy things, I spend it up. We can now start saying, okay, budget when you're going out, make sure that you don't have more than this amount. So the first thing is recognize where you are. You have to be able to know where you are. Like I usually say that if you don't know where you are, you will not know how to get to the next point. So the first thing is know where you are. The second thing is, let me digress a little bit, is about mindset. You see, I saw something, I saw a quote about Robert Kiyosaki that say that if you spend a lot, even when you have extra money, you see that you still spend it. So most times I used to tell people that it's not about how much money you earn, it's about how disciplined you have with the little you have first. So even when you have more money, I wrote something some time ago that more money does not equal to increase in lifestyle. You have an increase in salary does not mean that, oh, now that you have an increase in salary, you now increase your, what do you call it, your lifestyle or things you do. So it's not, first thing you have to just debug that. You have to debug that mean that you need more money to save or you need more money to be disciplined. No, you have to start from where you are. You understand? Without 50,000, without 40, whatever amount you earn. I said something jokingly on my status that you might surprise you that maybe you earn more than me, but I'm not financially stressed. That's another thing. I'm not financially stressed. No, I'm not. So you might be earning more than me and you are stressed out in little things. So can you see now that it's not just about how much you earn, it's about how you're able to maximize what you have. So two things, if you're saying that oh, I don't know how to save, I'm earning little amount of money, to start with, know where you are, know your strengths, know your weakness. Then the second thing is you have to debug that mean that says that you need more money before you can save.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much for that knowledge about knowing where you are, discipline yourself. And as this thing you're kind of saying is Parkinson's law. If you're earning 100K right now, you're not disciplined about it, it is natural for your expenses to meet up with your income. If you now push up to start earning 200K and you are not disciplined, it is very normal that you say, okay, I need to start wearing so clothes, I need to buy a new wristwatch, I need to blah blah blah. If you start earning 1 million, it's the same thing. It keep on coming until you discipline yourself, like, okay, now I save first, then I spend next. All right, I save first, then I spend next. So it's very, very important that you understand that. Now, we're just going to dive in before I bring in a little few points about your mind, thoughts, and the likes of that. And also, we're not just looking about how you've lost your money and how to just maybe like discipline yourself. We're trying to look at how you can also generate income. So I'm going to break in some things later. But can we just look into the aspect of budgeting? What was your ideal way of budgeting? If you have that, like, okay, I'm earning 100% salary. Okay, what percentage should go to which? You understand what I mean, right?
Yeah, I understand it. All right. I really don't have a percentage. I don't tell people to do percentage because our needs differs, needs and wants differs. So you have to know what works best for you and what can be flexible, or how will I put it, what can be what you can be able to meet up with per time, so that you won't strain yourself unnecessarily, So I really don't put percentage on budgeting. But the first thing is you have to be able to identify your needs and wants per time. That's key.
Or can you just explain that's your need and want? Because most people don't really understand needs and wants.
Yes, I'm going to do that. So you have to be able to understand your needs and wants. And the interesting part is that you can't copy. You can't use my budget, because our needs differs. What is so important to me might not be that important to you. So let me break what I call needs and wants is I call needs are basic things you need to run your day-to-day activities. As in, they are basic. Without it, it's as if you're lifeless. And I see one as, it's like you have a cake or you want to bake a cake. The ingredient you need to bake the cake are the real needs. But you see now, putting icing, all those jar, all those icing on the cake now looks like you're going.
Yeah.
To now make the efficacy, to now say, okay, I'm more comfortable and all. You understand? Someone will say that making phone calls is very important to them more than internet. I'm just using an example.
Sure.
So you see that that kind of person, some people will say that, okay, I'm trying to look for other things, internet, DSTV, what do you call it?
Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Some people will say, I can eat fufu and egusi, and some people will say I cannot eat that fufu and egusi without fish. Some will say I cannot eat it without meat. Another person will say I need chicken. All right. So I think that is relatable.
Okay. For that, what you will now pick depends on how much you have. Do you understand? Now everything are protein. So you know where you are. It's true. You know where you are, you know where you are heading. If it's fish, that's why I say it differs. Some people can say, okay, they can't do without chicken. But in the real sense, can you afford it? Is it like, for me, protein or protein, whichever one. I'm sorry to use that language, but protein is protein. Whichever one, whether fish, meat, or chicken, or turkey, or whatever it is.
Let me give my experience that people can relate with that. I'm not just saying this because I'm trying to make them feel a little weird. I actually went into a good restaurant. I don't want to mention name, but it's around the Central Business District in Abuja. And I had my budget. And that principle of going out with some little amount of money so that you don't overspend is very, very important. It discipline you unless you want to walk kilometers back home. If you want to, no problem. So I got in there, I ordered meal. And when I was making my order, they gave me the menu. I looked through it. I saw the first thing. I looked at the best food I can eat there. I think it was fried plantain and some things like that. And they were like, okay, say, what's protein? I protein. I said, don't worry. Oh man. No, it's laughable right now though, but that time I couldn't. And sis, most of us were like, man, what will people say? No, most people are like that, man. Man, this guy will not think I don't have money. Yes, you don't have money.
I don't have it.
You don't have it. So will you walk home? And some of you have extra, and those extra is already meant for something else. Be careful not to please people to displease yourself. Work with your budget. If they cannot sell the food to you without a protein, go somewhere else. All right? So it's as simple as that. Please go on.
All right. So let me digress a little bit. I used to tell people that, see, in this financial world, you have to learn to say no. And say no without, number one, apology. You don't hold anybody apology. You say no. I'm a very frank person. I say no and I don't hold you any apology. And number two is, let me use the broken word. I know the shame. Who shame help? I know the shame. I will tell you.
Hey, I can't afford. We say like that. Who shame help? It concern you.
Now my money. Who shame help? Like for me, let me use myself as an example. I have a particular money I take out every day. I don't go overboard. That particular money, that's what you see in my bag every day. I have a particular amount of money I spend every day. Even with that, sometimes I try to see how I can even save out of it. So I have a particular money. If you are eating shawarma or whatever it is, when I'm at work, maybe my colleague decided to go to one expensive restaurant and I can't afford it. It's not within what I have to spend in a day. I'll look away. You look away. So two things: ability to say no and be content, and don't use don't use other people's yardstick or whatever they're doing, as yardstick for you is very important. It's going to relieve you financial stress. You'll be stressed. Your life will be stress-free because you're not trying to please anybody. You're just on your own on your own journey. So budgeting is number one. Identify how much do you have. You have to be truthful to yourself. How much do I have? How much do I earn a month? Think about your income and think about it. How much do I have? If it's 20,000, you know that your income, your expenses should not be more than your income. That's why budgeting is here. And budgeting, another word for budgeting is spending plan. So it's just about giving your spending a plan and not just spending as you go or as occasion serves you. So budget is just about giving yourself a spending plan. How do I want to spend this 20,000 naira I have? And you plan it. So number one thing is you have to know how much you have. How much do I earn? So when you know that, you now start listing, like I said, your needs. For me, that for me, let me use myself as an example. Number one, I sort out my light, my electricity. I know my gas is very important. The basic things I know that I need, food in the house, then a particular amount of money that I need to run day-to-day activities before the next paycheck. At my place of work, I used to laugh at them because when it's a good time. You see this time, oh Jesus Christ, for salary they're already crying. They're already crying, waiting for the next paycheck. And I said, no, if you plan, I have a plan. So I know, the certain time you are being paid. So I plan to that point that till my next paycheck, I have at least transportation that takes me to work and back home. Then I have feeding. Those two things, feeding and transportation, they're very important. You can't walk to, it depends on where you work though, but it's going to be be stressful for you to walk to and fro. So I take care of my transportation and my feeding, which are very, very important. And ever since I started doing budgeting, do you know what it does for me? I don't have to beg people for the basic things I need. I don't have to look for hand to mouth because I know this is the amount I earn. I squeeze myself to what I can afford and I wait till the next paycheck. I'm saying this especially for people that are salary earners. And I know some business owners that tell me that, oh, you see, I don't have a constant inflow of money, and that's another thing. You have to work at least to have a little constant flow of money. That's something you have to work with, So if for you that you say business owner will tell me, okay, we don't have constant flow of money, how do we do it? Then there's a pattern. You have to look at the pattern, at the way money comes to you. Most times there's always a pattern. If you pay attention to details, you know, okay, I think I usually have money at this period of time. I think money comes to me fortnightly or whatever it is. So number one thing for business owner that will say, okay, I don't have a constant paycheck is look at the patterns at which money flows into your hand and use that pattern, to draw out how you will live till the next time, that pattern will come again, that you have money. So I think that's the basic way to do that.
Awesome. Thank you very much on those few points, understanding the aspect of budgeting, understanding the aspect of, okay, these are the way you should look out in the aspect of want and need. So now I'm just going to explain something very fast right now. We'll be able to understand that now for you to really maximize the way your income flows, you have to understand, okay, how is it even flowing in the first place? Like, how much am I making? Right? Now, if this is what I'm making, I should make sure that at least my expenses is like this, maybe halfway. Then you should be able to understand, okay, maybe I need to save this. Now, there's this book, The Richest Man in Babylon, and say what 10% of the money you make is for you to keep, not for you to spend, but for you to keep, because through that can you what? Build wealth. Let me explain it. You make 100,000 naira, make sure you take out 10%. All right, this is what my own analysis based on study, based on credible resources. 10% minimum. Now, it might look very small. Some of us will want like fast, get rich quick scheme. We want like we don't want to delay it. We want it right now. We want to make that big bucks. Peladro will say, his son will say, I want to AMA. AMA is not He said, are you a nail? Why do you want to hammer? So it doesn't work that way. So it's very important that you understand that, okay, consistency over time. Now, let me just explain it this way. For 12 months, you're able to save 10,000 naira. How much would that be?
That's
120,000 naira. If you do that for the next 5 years, how much would that be? Now, like $1 million plus, right?
Yeah.
No, am I right? Yeah, like, okay, for 5 years.
Seven
let's just
something.
7 something.
Around 7 years.
All right, good. I'm going to do something. But let me check it. Actually, that is what? 120 times what? 5?
5.
That is 0, 1,
600.
10, 6.
That's
Yeah.
600.
Yeah, that's like 600K.
600K.
Now that is around 1,000 something dollars, right? 1,000 something dollars. Now that looks pretty small, but what if you are able to what? Earn more than that? Or you push yourself to say, I want to save more than that. You push yourself like 20%. That would be around maybe 1.2 million. Now there is going to be around maybe 2,000 plus dollars. Now, what I want to show you, or what I want to make you understand later on, is the power of compounding.
Compounding, yeah, compounding.
Now, try to look for where you can put your money and you put it not in simple interest, but compound interest, where the profits you make can make more money for you. All right. But now let me just explain something. We've looked into your finance aspect, we've looked into your budgeting aspect, but let me ask you, where is your income coming from? Now, biblically, at least from understanding, they related it to what? The Garden of Eden, talking about there are 4 sources of water into the land. Now, in those water, there are what? Great resources of what? Treasures of good stones. Now, what am I trying to say? That is what? That is just 4 streams of income, or should I say of inflow into the Garden of Eden. But as a man in our society right now, they say a typical millionaire have minimum of what? 7 streams of income. Now, I know, Coach Ayo, what is wrong with you? Do you want to kill me? I don't want to kill you. All right, we have to be sustainable on one. Then when that one is good, then you push to the rest. But the question is, where is the first one even coming? If you're a salary earner, thumbs up. See, over time, I juggle the ideology of some people say that work is stress, job is stress, and you don't have to do job. Let me tell you, over time, I agree with that as well. Get a job if you need to, for you to save up money, for you to push into another business to generate more income. Now, that is why we're saying your 10%, you can push it to 20%, depending on how fast you want. Some people go to as much as 40%, and they deprive themselves of some things. All right? Of some things. So it is important. Okay, so people are actually telling us the expenses must not be more than your income. Very, very right, Mike. Well, thank you very much on that. All right. And for those that I promise I'm going to be showing you something at the end of this training, we're going to be focusing on that compound interest. Okay, this is your money working for you. I'm going to be showing you how that works if you are interested. So stay on this webinar till we are done. So understand this. Now, ask yourself, what skills do I have? Let's start from there. All right. Apart from maybe the education you got for you to get a job, you're on a job. Ask yourself, what skills do I have that I can offer as service to people to pay me little or to pay me a sum of money that I can put aside? Now, I don't have to touch that money because I'm already making income from my salary. So extra money being made on the other end is going into savings. I know some people like savings, I don't make money on it. Yes, you don't. But the bigger your savings, the better your investment chance. Okay, now, do you know how to write? Do you know how to edit? Do you know how to do voiceover? Do you know how to... Now, I don't want to make this look like a purpose. I've already spoken on that before. I've thought on that before, either live or... So you can find some of those content on the YouTube channel. But the fact is that check within you, what are the things that you can easily create solutions for? What are the problems? And look into it. And okay, I can deal with this. It won't affect my job. Start it on the site also. Somebody was saying, which I learned, if you work for a company on a job from 9 to 5, it is an obligation for you to work on your own company from 9 p.m. to 12. Some people push to 2 a.m. So it depends on how you want it. Let me tell you the truth. Though I might be on a project with an organization currently, but during the pandemic period, when it was hot, let me let you know, it was my side business, which I'm building right now, that fed me. All right. Why? Because I was able to create a digital product that people were maximizing, and it was what a solution to their problem. So why people were what complaining, I was still making income, though it was coming in a little. So make it something that people can easily purchase, depending on your market survey, depending on your what audience. So I don't want to go too deep into that, but ask yourself, where can I get other stream of income? Now, your job. Second, your side hustle. Make more money on your side hustle and put that profit into an investment. That has already created like 3 stream of income: your job, your side hustle, and your investment. Repeat the process with what they call delay gratification. Over time, you'll be able to what? Invest more for you to get more profit and possibly buy into other businesses, maybe real estate. That is what? 4th stream of income. So I'm just trying to show you opportunities right there. Write a book, put it on where people can be buying, build your what? Your brand to an extent whereby people can call you for speaking engagement, sell your book right there, and possibly they will even pay you for that speaking engagement. That's another stream of income. You work Monday to Friday, you speak on Saturday. You get? So that's around, yeah. I've already listed 4 to 5 streams of income right now. So that is one thing that you should look out for. All right. Victor Njoku say, I'm loving this. Thank you very much for that response. So guys, if you have any question, please just drop it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So that is just it. I just wanted to understand something. Now, the next point I'm going to give right now, I want everybody to write it down. Just write money, time, knowledge. Yeah. All right. Money, time, knowledge. And I will definitely allow Ms. Ogudupe to say something about it. I know that she's not aware of what I want to say right now, but it relates to every single person. Now, those are 3 things that revolves around our wealth building: money, time, knowledge. If I want knowledge about something, if I am a novice of something, what I need to put in check to get that knowledge is my time and my money. All right. Now, if you need more time to yourself, possibly you want to spend more time with your family and the rest, what you need is knowledge and money. All right. Now, if you need more money in itself, you must be ready to sacrifice your time and knowledge. Time to possibly study that knowledge, to give it back to people with your time again, so that they can pay you more money. So it revolves those 3 things. So I'll just allow Mr. Ogudupe, do you have something around this, maybe based on experience, based on the things you've gone through? And definitely, I can categorically say it. What you're teaching right now, it took you time to study.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Yes. And the knowledge you're sharing right now is taking time from you. And some of the knowledge you've shared, people have paid you for your services. Yeah, but I would love you to just share with us, if you can, your experience or something that you want people to understand about this.
All right. I remember, I think I posted something like this on my WhatsApp status, and somebody told me, oh no, that it's not like that. So he said, knowledge can't give you money. Or he said, as he said, knowledge can't give you money. I said, so okay, you went to school. Is he giving you money? He didn't answer me again. I said, whatever it is, you went to school, whether you use it or not. Do you know that part of, and that's why I won't agree totally to that school is a scam to me, because it might not be directly what you study, but there are some things you learn while you're in school that you are maximizing now. Some of us, while we're in school, we've started some of these things. We started learning how to speak. We started communication. We've started public speaking. We started some of these things, and it's giving us money right now. So money, knowledge, and time is still is the same thing. If you need knowledge, you need money. If you need money, you need knowledge, you need time. So they are interwoven.
All right. Okay. Now let me make you understand something. For that person, if you are watching and you're still doubting, maybe yes or no, I just shared a little bit about what how I made during the pandemic, at least the first 4 months when it was very strong. We did something we never even knew that there's going to be a pandemic, but we have been planning last year, December, stroke, start of February. Now, we did something called Project 2000, helping people learn how to, the same thing we want to do for 2021. But for 2020, it was just like, okay, let's reach out to people, let's test the what, like let's create a survey, let's see the response of people. And people were responding. And for you to have access to that course, it's 5,000 naira. You learn Forex and you get mentored over time, period of time, like 3 months. It's a three-month project. And within that time, some good number of people paid 5,000 naira, not once, it was coming bit by bit from people that were registering. But imagine you making 5,000 naira from like maybe like 2,000 people.
That's a whole lot.
Right? Now, the question is, did I and my team just took that Forex and dropped it? No, we had to learn. We had knowledge in our hand. The only thing that we maximize is that they say knowledge is power, okay? It is still maybe like potential power. What we did with the knowledge is convert it into a product that is of value to a problem being faced by some people. So don't just go to school and say, I've learned how to do this. The question is, who can I give it to? Refined. All right? Who can I give it to? Refined. Who are my ideal customers? What do they want? How can I present it to them? What platform are they on? So it's as simple as that. So I would say maybe the person that was arguing with you is still on this level of knowledge. The person has not crossed to the level of application of knowledge in itself. So please, knowledge is money in some way, time is money, and money is money, if I can say that. So it's important for us to note. Okay, it's very important. So somebody's asking a question. Please try to rephrase your question, Victor Unjoku. Please, can one know a good investment company? Because I've lost big time on investment. Personally, okay, let me just talk from my own experience. I've lost a great sum of money in investment company. Did I do my background check? Yes. Did I try to check who the owner of the companies are, how long they've been, were they credible at time? Yes. But you must understand that if the investment has gone right with that company, you make profits. Now, there's a saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Most of the mistake I made in my early years was putting my eggs in one basket. Like, okay, save up, add this chunk of capital, then just put everything in one company. All right. Now, at that point, I never learned the particular principle of calculated risk. Of like, okay, if you're going to put money, is it a well calculated risk? Like, okay, how much is it going to be? Okay, if you lose everything, can you fall back on anything? Sometimes I don't fall back on anything and I have to start all over again. But I think I made that mistake multiple times. And right now, I'm building on those knowledge. And see, that's just it. John C. Maxwell will say, sometimes you learn, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Don't call it failure. Those things are learning curves for you to really grow to where you are going. So if you've invested in a company that you lost your money, yes, it happens. People will say, they are scam. But if it actually went the way you want, you won't call it scam, right? Possibly, okay, the first one that happened for me was, I never knew what Bitcoin was. I thought I was on Bitcoin, but I was actually on investment opportunity that are using Bitcoin as a payment gateway. All right. So I wish I knew better. I could have, at least right now, I could have had like 1 point something Bitcoin to my name, at least an investment. But I lost it there because it was just a payment gateway. And when Bitcoin crashed around 2017 from 20,000 down to below right now, at least it's back to around 17 or 16,000 right now. But I lost it in that investment because it crashed their business. They couldn't maneuver it, because it is not on Bitcoin, and it was just value proposition and the rest like that. So I will advise, do your market survey, and after everything, you've done analysis, you've checked the company, you've looked through, ask yourself, if I lose this money right now, will I go and hang myself? All right, you have to be careful to that extent. Will I go and hang myself? All right, if no, okay. If I lose 50% of this money, what can happen? If I lose 1/4 of it, what can happen? So by the time you've tested yourself, I'm like, okay, I can fall back on something else, and you can know, okay, I can leave this investment on a long term. Then you can go ahead. The fact is that nothing is promised. Everything is risk. You wake up every single day, cars are moving. I've seen people that are walking gently by the roadside. They did not talk to the cars that are coming, and the car just maneuvered and hit them. All right. Some people are drinking water and they choke on water. And I don't want to be negative, but life is probability, but at least we have divine living. But you have to like, okay, market can crash, bank do close down, investment do crash. All right. Internet bubble and the likes of that. Anything can happen. Okay. But the thing is, if it does happen, can you still stand on your feet? It has happened to me multiple times, and I'm here talking and teaching about this. And I think the reason All right, sorry about the breaking transmission right there. We had a little glitch in the internet. So if you're live with me, Miss Worola, can we have you back, please? All right, can you hear me loud and clear? All
Yes,
right,
I
great.
can hear
Thank you.
you.
All right, sorry guys, we had a little glitch in the internet service. All right, sorry about the breaking transmission right there. We had a little glitch in the internet. All right, good. So we are good to go. So okay, before we call it a night, can do you have any final word you want to share with every other person watching? Something you want them to know, something you want them to learn before we call it a night? Your mic is muted, ma'am.
All right, I actually wanted to add to what you were saying about the investment,
Okay.
the investment talk. I've had a series of people ask me about investment, and the first thing I ask them is, what is your risk appetite? It's very important. Before I ask, I tell people on any investment thing, first thing I ask them is, what's your risk appetite? Because like you said, life is a risk on its own. So anything can happen, unforeseen circumstances can happen. So I used to ask them, what's your risk appetite? As in, how much can you take, you know? So first thing first, before going on any investment plan, is ask yourself, how much risk am I ready to take? And the second thing is calculate your risk. Like you said, calculate your risk. But the first thing is, what is my risk appetite? Are you ready to risk it? What's your percentage? Because that is what investment is all about. Because most times investments, you don't have power. I don't want to use power, but you don't have control. You know, you don't have 100% control on what happened, you know, to some of this investment thing that we do. So you don't have control over it. So anything you don't have 100% control over it, you have to be able to weigh your risk appetite. So the first thing I tell people when they ask me about investment is, what's your risk appetite? How much of risk can you take? And also calculate your risk before going into it. So my final word is, financial success is not going to just come to you like a magic, or like what do you call it, just going to drop on you. Just we're going to wake up one day. It's going to come to you by design, and design is about your habit and your mindset. Those two things are very important. Your habit, your mindset about money, and your habit with money. So whatever thing you're doing, always check those two things. What is my mindset? Because sometimes you can have money and you still be operating on poverty mindset. And also you can have money and your habits are eating you up and they're not allowing you to create more wealth. So those two things, your habit and your mindset, are key to your financial success.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you very much. Your habit and your mindset. And on that, we're going to be having a December section, which Miss Wurola is going to be hosting us. All right. She's going to be hosting us on our platform. She's going to make the date known. I don't know. Do you have the date available currently so that people can just follow you, or are you on Instagram?
Yes, yes, I'm on
So if
Instagram.
you don't have the date right now, on Instagram. Okay, kindly just type it in the chat section of Zoom right now so that I can just copy it out for people, or you can just say it and just let me type it out,
All right.
or just say it so that I can help you type it out.
Okay, all right. At Meet with
At what?
Wuraola. Meet with Wuraola.
At meet. Okay, meet with Wura Ola. All right, at meet with Wurola. That is on Instagram, right?
Yes, and on Twitter.
Okay, so that is it right there, guys. That is Meet with Wurola at Meet with Wurola on Instagram and Twitter. Okay, so she's gonna be breaking some things down. Now we didn't go deep into the aspect of the mindset, into creating the habit, but on a specific day coming December 2020, we are going to be diving in, and we're going to be showing you on how to build wealth mindset, on how to really build the habit of savings. Okay, now I want you to follow her right now so that you can what get updates. But don't forget, I promised you something tonight, right? I want to show you something in the aspect of compounding. All right. Let me see. Are we still on air? Are we still good? Yes, we are good to go. So I want to show you something which I want you to understand. This is very important. Now, if you follow the principle of compound effect, I want to share my phone screen to show you something. All right, let me see if I can get that out to you. And this is by the government of the United States, so there's some credibility attached to it. So I'm going to do something very fast. I'm going to mute my phone mic. And I'm going to share something with you very fast. So please stay with me. Stay with me, guys, okay? Stay with me. I want to join from my phone to show you something. Now, don't forget, I told you about what? Saving some little percentage of your salary over the period of maybe 5-10 years. Let's say you do that for 5 years and you're able to save like 20% of that, right? Now, okay, I'm going to do something right now. I'm going to share my phone screen. I'm going to share my phone screen. Okay, good. So that's it right there. So let's look for, okay, let's look for this. Now, this is by invest.geo by the US Security and Exchange Commission. Now, let's just say you're able to what, pull out $2,500. You are not putting any monthly contribution. Or okay, let's just say you're even putting monthly contribution of maybe you are still saving about 20,000 naira. That's going to be about $50, or let me just say $40. All right, and you do that for the next 30 years. All right, estimated interest. Now, these are part of the things I'm going to be teaching you. These are part of this I'm going to show you. For the people that are interested, I'm going to show you how this works. Now, there's an internet-based or fintech organization called Kuda. I'm not paid to what publicize them, but I did some good research, and at least they are having what 17% annual rate, right? Interest rate variance, let's just say 2%. Maybe it goes 5 down and what? 2 down and do up. That's going to be maybe like 15 or 19. All right, let's compound it annually. Let's calculate. Now, you are doing this for the next 30 years. Now, if you do this for the next 30 years, annual interest rate of 17,000, in the next 30 years, your $2,500 will be worth 588,000 naira. All right. So this is like way up or way down. Let me see if it is right there. Okay, it is not shown. Or okay, let me just show the table. Now, for the next 30 years, so if it goes extra 2% up, it's going to be around $925,000. Now, this might look like, how is this possible? It's principle of compound interest. And I can show you how for those that are interested. If you are interested, type yes in the comment section. All right. If you are interested to learn this, type yes in the comment section. Now, let me ask as well. Okay, let me just ask so that I can get a direct answer. But Ms. Wurola, if you are to do this and you are saving extra 20,000 every month for the next 30 years, and it gave you the lowest of $374,207 after 30 years. Is it worth it for you?
Yeah, it's going to be.
All right, it's going to be. So let me stop sharing. So it's as simple as that. Now, can market be affected? Can anything just happen and the market drops? Yes. What if it drops and you only make maybe $100,000 after 30 years? It is still something. All right. The main aim is for you to build that habit of saying, I am going to save, and from my savings, I'm going to invest. So let me just see your response. If you know you want to learn this, if you know you want to be part of this training, type yes. All right. If you know you want to be part of this training, type yes in the comment section. All right, I can see Damilola Ola Odelade. All right, so I'm going to drop a link right now. It's a Telegram link. So just join the Telegram channel, and I'm going to drop my contact, how you can reach out to me right in there. So understand this. We are trying to make you build the habit. We're trying to help you understand that this thing is a long-time thing. It might look so small, a million naira, but that's like total of 35 years. The next 5 years, you're trying to save up, and After 5 years, you're trying to now what? Invest it. So it is something that you must understand that it is a long-time goal. It might look so long, but please, this is what I was telling my friend. If you believe that you are going to live long, if you are convinced that you're going to live long, then you will be willing to what? Play the long-term game. All right. That means that you have to what? Look into the other areas of your life, your health, your finance, your business, and the likes. So that what? You tell yourself that I'm going to live long. Okay. When you do that, you help yourself mentally to say, I want to live long, so let me build up wealth so that I can enjoy then. Okay, so that I can enjoy then. So it's very important. So I'm going to be dropping this right now. I'm going to be dropping the Telegram link. All right, that is the AMAcademy Telegram channel. So I'm going to be dropping my WhatsApp contact. I don't just want to put it here. If you are interested, join that Telegram community right now. It's just a click away. You join the Telegram community, and I'm going to what? Give just 10 people access. 10 people. So I'm having close to like about maybe 400 people right now on the Telegram channel. But if when you see it by this night, and it's a WhatsApp link to myself, the first 10 people, I'm going to be doing a 1 hour section to show you how you can do it. If you're having capital right now, where to invest to make good profit out in the next 1 year, then you can go on in for this long time investment. Okay. So it's as simple as what I just shared right now. Okay. Gerard, you're good to go. Joshua Osaon, chat me up. Damilola Odelade, chat me up. We're going to take it to the next level. So what do you have to say to Miss Wurola? If you want to say something, please just type, just put a word, put your emoji, your clapping emoji right now, and tell Miss Wurola, thank you for sharing this wealth of knowledge, all right, with us, because I'm a student always. I'm also learning, and I just learned a lot right now. So please guide your mindset, build your habits, okay? Guide your mindset, build your habits. And I'm not seeing your clapping, guys. I'm not seeing your clapping. At least drop some emoji right there. Let us see. Let's know that you say you're celebrating her. All right. Let me see those clap emojis, guys. If you don't, we're not ending this training today. if you don't do that, we are not ending this training today. Everybody will stay here. All right. Some funny guys will say we die here. Actually, nobody's dying. Nobody's dying. All right. So let me see those emojis, guys. But either ways, thank you very much. I think there is a disparity between the time we talk and the time they see it. So thank you very much for joining us. The guests we are having for December edition, please don't miss it. This is somebody, I don't have his book right here, but I bought his book, and his book is wow. All right, I bought his book some few months ago, and the book is wow. So I'm not coming here to say, come and buy his book. It's coming here to teach you directly. So if you are watching right now, don't miss next edition, and please get a friend to be part of next month's edition. And don't forget, Miss Wurola Ogundipe is going to be coming up with our awesome section. So follow her on Instagram, follow her on Twitter at Meet Wurola. Sorry, let's get that right. Meet with Wurola, all right? Meet with Wurola, and she's going to be giving it to you back to back. All right, you want to say that yourself? Hello, you want to say that yourself?
Sorry, what did you say?
Okay, I thought you wanted to say your social handle yourself. Meet with Wurola, right?
No. Meet with Wurola, yes. Meet with Wurola.
Awesome, great. So thank you very much, and don't forget the purpose of the AMAcademy is helping you in building the right mindset for productivity in all sphere of your life through the making, magnifying, and mastery of your habit for productivity. So see you same time next month, which is going to be announced. And don't forget to follow her on our social handle. And if you want to be part of the bonus, which I promised you, click on the Telegram link I dropped right there. And make sure tonight, when I drop the WhatsApp access to me, make sure you reach out within 15 minutes because it's going to be closed. So thank you very much. And that would be it for now. Do have a lovely one. I love you. Thank you for joining us, Miss Wurola. Do have a lovely one. And bye for now.